Alright, what is going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well. Let's get things started nice and quick tonight, man. I'm not even sure what I'm going to say for the tweet, but we'll figure it out, man. We'll figure it out. Dearest at Marvel Champions. Okay, a little bit of delay there, but we're good. Dearest at Marvel Champions. I'm early tonight, by the way. By like 4 whole minutes. What do we say? Maybe I'll say this. Hey, can you extend the Act 7.2 Legends cutoff period until about a month after I pull a 6-star ghost? Thank you. P.S. Now live. There we go. Hey, can you extend the Act 7.2 Legends cutoff period until about a month after I pull a 6-star ghost? Tweet. All right. Whoa. There are 4 super chats in here. I was early tonight, and there's still 4 super chats. Holy crap, guys. That's fast. That is really, really, really fast. But I can only go to 1. In this case, at least, it can only go to 1. And that 1 is... Slap! Mirowatang! Miro, thank you very much. With the Hey You pair. Also saying, too fast, too furious. That was seriously fast. Call Me Quackers, sending over 5 as well, though, saying, sup, dude? What's up, man? Guess who got some bananas last night? Oh yeah. Dude, thank you very much for the 5, though, man. Much appreciated. Don't see any of the message other than the sup, dude. Dweezy sending over Buck as well, saying, what's up, bro? Me and my wife missed your streams last night, but we're here now. Sounds good. What's up to the both of you? How is it going? Static also sending over 2, saying, Cable is rank 3, but is Thor asking for a friend? No. Thor is not. Not yet. Not yet. He probably will be, like I said. I'm almost positive. I'm almost set on this guy. It's just here's the situation. Here's what's delaying things. Number 1, we're not getting kicked out of the top 20, or at least I don't think we are. I mean, we've been solidly in the top 20 for a while now, so it's not like it had to happen today or something like that. And then, if we take a look at the tier 5s here, I don't have a skill catalyst, and I do have, I have enough crystals that I can pretty much get any class type I want, unless I get royally screwed by RNG, which, hey, it happens, right? So potentially, I might not have a skill one, but I probably do. But I will also probably put a cosmic catalyst in the overflow while trying to get that skill catalyst. So, yeah, I don't want to hastily rank up a chance. It's probably funny because I've been holding on to these catalysts for a while. So talking about hastily ranking someone up, like, yeah, right. Anyway, I don't want to rank somebody right now that I don't need for the Legends run. That's what I'm waiting on. After I do my Legends run, and after I try to determine, like I don't know, I probably don't need a Cole Obsidian ranked up, but just in case I do, I don't really want to rank him. And if I don't need him, like after the Legends run and everything, then I'm going to rank up Angela. She's going to go to rank 3. Probably, at least. Over these other champs, I'm thinking. But I also would just love to pull a different champion entirely. So, I mean, that would be nice too. But Do I have some catalyst in the overflow? No, I don't. Okay. Alright, what's expiring? Let's get rid of that. So yeah, after the Legends run, I will be ready to pop open the crystals and rank up Fraggle Rock. Beforehand, I don't want to burn too many catalysts. Not even the class catalysts. That's not even the concern. Even though I mentioned Coal Obsidian, I'm just talking about other catalysts in general, tier 5 basics, and all that. So, but yeah, he'll likely get ranked up. Easy, Sand over Buck as well. What up, dude? Saying 856 WTF. Yeah, man. All right, Brain, need help. Heard someone in one of your streams saying Aegon could be ramped up in a Doom fight. But my question is how? I meant the Doom fight in Gauntlet. Yeah. The Reflect kicks my ass really quick. So I don't know, man. I've heard mixed things. I've heard from more than one person now. I've heard from like 3 people that they ramped up Aegon on Doom. And then I heard from like 2 people that said they couldn't get more than like 70 hits in before they died. Whereas the other people, they had like 200. The people that got 200, that was a rank 3 6-star Aegon. But still, the 5-star shouldn't be that far behind. So I don't really know. MSD saying suicides off, intercepts on point, 1 to 200 hits possible. I mean, I think that's all you can really do, because there's no way you can really parry that guy because of the bubble shield. You're just going to be taking more and more damage, so you can't really use like parries and pacify, right? So it's just got to be that, I guess. Don't get hit by specials. I think that's all there is to it. What's up, MSD, by the way, saying, Brian, I pulled 6-star Warlock from my completion reward compensation. Hot damn, dude. And oh my goodness, my 6-star roster is looking crazy. Mole Man will be rank 3, number 11. And boy, I know who 12 is. Nice, dude. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. Static. Sanding over a buck. Wait, so basically just chip away? Yeah, like you're not going to one-shot him, by the way. You're not going to get a one-shot with Aegon. You're going to build him up. You probably only need to build him up once on Doom, really. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, if you really just wanted to fully ramp him up on that fight, you could. But you really need to bank like 150 hit combo. So actually, maybe you want to do it like twice. You want to have a 150 hit combo so that you can let's do a little bit of an energy dump while chatting. Let's do something real easy. Oh, actually, let's just do uncollected. Uncollected's fine. You want to have the true accuracy or whatever it is. So with a good run, you could probably get like 500 hits from killing Doom in total if you decide to kill him. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, somewhere between like 400 to 500 hits, like a banked combo, and that would that would definitely make the rest of your run easier. Having like the 300 plus for the Fury, it's a huge milestone for him. All right. Anyway, Static. Let me see. Thank you for another buck, by the way. Well, let me change that to that. There we go. BG, so last night I was plotting my own progression and realized there are many paths to 13k prestige, but they all need 100 or 126. Maybe just hold off on Thor. Also tweet. Yeah, we could talk about that in a sec. Let me see though. Oh, nice, dude. Cavs return. Back on the Cav train, eh? Well, nice, dude. I mean, honestly, this champion's garbage, but we all know he's got that crucial synergy with Fury, so pulling him once, awesome. Pulling him any more than once, not as awesome. But yeah, that first pull, plus just more 6-stars for Arena, of course. But anyway, as far as past the 13k, yeah. So the thing is, though, I'm not too worried about 13k, which is funny because, I mean, of course, I would love to be 13k. But like by the time I get to 13k, my alliance is already on to 14k. You know what I mean? So like I'm not planning on catching up today. I'm planning on catching up when we're in rank 4s. or higher. You know, Kabam, I didn't think we would start to see 6-stones like we have until we're closer to rank 5ing 6-star champs, but they have upped the amount of 6-stones recently here to the point where I may actually have 5 champions at Sig 200 while still in rank 4 territory. So yeah, that's a real possibility. But that also means like I don't want to invest in the champions that have higher prestige at the low Sig levels, and I am really just concerned about trying to get the absolute best of the best as much as possible, at least. Namor is a champion that I would love to pull. I would probably awaken him with my mutant gem and invest 6 in him, and then I would have 3 of the top 5. Or I mean that, you know, the top's always going to change a little bit, but for the most part I would have 3 of the top 5. This guy loves talking. Pixie Bell. I only love talking because I know you love hearing me talk. Misty, you're very much overestimating my skill. I'm not you. If I get 100, I'm quitting out. That's fair. Honestly, that's fair, dude. I would probably do the same thing. So yeah. Hashtag 2099 raid. What raid is this? Is that your raid? Nick Fury 2099? I thought we were just talking about 2099 as far as like Guillotine 2099. Is there a Fury? Is there actually a Fury 2099, or is that just a name that you came up with? Also, Kingpin is going to rank 2 unduped. Got a skill 1 and 2 gem, and I can't pass on him now. Nice. Dude, I love Kingpin, man. He's so good. You guys never really see me play Kingpin outside of like just goofing around in some quests, but he's fun, man. I think he's powerful. I think he's got a lot of potential. He's just on defense for me all the time, which is why I never really use him. Also, I don't think he's good with suicides. Of course, you can play him with suicides. He's better than a lot of champions are with suicides, but still, this is the type of champion that you ideally don't want to be running suicides. And funny enough, the only time when I'm not running suicides is when Alliance War seasons are on, and when Alliance War seasons are on, that's when he's parked on defense. Kingpin plays himself on auto fight. No need to use him manually. True. Let's watch him go. Go to work, bud. GG, my man. Who would you rank 3 as a 6-star? Unduped Hitmonkey or unduped Kingpin? Between those champions, Kingpin 100%. Although, what are your needs? I say 100%, but if I was doing a Legends run, which I am doing a Legends run, if that was a consideration of yours, then I think Hitmonkey would be a real consideration. Or if you were competitive in Alliance Wars and someone else already has a rank 3 Kingpin on defense, you could always have a rank 3 Hitmonkey on defense to complement that. But if you're not concerned about those things, I prefer Kingpin as a champion. Totally. Hashtag nerf King Groot. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it easy. King Groot's awesome. He doesn't need to be nerfed. Is Psycho Man a valid champ? Define valid. He's not too usable. I mean, you could use him. Like, he's actually, Psycho Man is pretty strong if you're very careful in the way that you play him, which also means that you need to play him very slowly, and for that reason, most people won't touch the champ, and I don't think he's worth touching for the most part. So yeah. Valid defender. Easy. Send it over to the Bucks saying, I have another question, but more for the chat. I think Dragon Man is the only fight I don't have a good counter for. Aegon, AA, Nick, Namor, and Quake, but I think there isn't a way to Quake. There is a way to Quake. There's a way to Quake. Can turn off Dragon Man's power game. My roster isn't set in stone. I'm going in about a week. You can Quake Dragon Man. You just have to watch a video on it. You have to delay your quaking or something like that. I don't remember exactly how it's done. I've watched my alliance mates do it though. Quake is who a lot of the master level players will use against Dragon Man on shifting immunities or whatever it is, where there's like, or no, that's not the name of it, because it's not that he's immune, it's that he's, I don't remember the name, but when you hit him you get either poisoned or incinerated or whatever. So yeah, one of the more difficult fights, probably one of the most difficult fights in Alliance Wars currently, if Quake didn't exist as an option. I mean, Red Hulk handles that fight too, so maybe I'm overstating the difficulty of it, but it's a pretty difficult fight with Torch. I can tell you that much. One of the more challenging fights that I've taken, at least. Okay, let's check on AQ real quick too. Forgot about this. Dang, I had an opportunity to fight the mini boss, and I didn't take it. And I was kind of hoping that it was still there so that I could fight it on stream. I probably would have failed though, so I mean, it's a good thing that that my alliance mates took it. It's just I kind of wanted to fight it too. Robert Stromberg sent over one of them Canadian bucks though, saying. So BG, I've been on a weight loss journey, started working out, was 282 pounds a month and a half ago. Now I'm 259 pounds. Nice, dude. That is a great start to your weight loss, man. Very nice. Hoping to get close to 200 pounds. Would be the lightest I've been since 9th grade. All right, man. Well, you could do it, man. Keep the momentum going. Whatever you do, cling on to that momentum like it's all you got, man, because... Listen, I will never pretend to be a like a fitness expert or anything like that. Clearly, I'm pretty out of shape myself. Especially if you guys could see me from the webcam down, you'd see my gut. But I can tell you this much from experience, at least. If you keep that momentum, like once you lose that momentum, oh man, it's so hard to get it back. But if you can just keep that momentum going. Keep it going, man. Just keep it going. But thank you for the buck, dude. Good luck. Trying to find that momentum myself currently. Hold on. I think there was another. Oh, here we go. What's up, Nick? What's up, BG? I ranked up cable today, and then your video popped up 5 minutes later. Dude, I was just copying you. You were making some good moves, some smart decisions, and I was like, you know what, man? I need to be more like Nick. What's up, KT? Who's the worst champ in the game and why? Probably Groot, because he's made out of wood, and he's fighting opponents that are made out of metal. That's just a recipe for disaster. No, he's just crappy. I wish he was stronger. I don't know a ton about Marvel, and I don't know a ton about Groot, but I did watch the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And I thought he was pretty cool in there, so I wish he was a bit stronger. He's just an old character in this game. A lot of the old characters aren't very good, but the way he was designed in particular, I think Groot was made as like a defender. One of the earlier attempts at making a defender, which when he first came out, he was like a bit more difficult than the other champions. He had an unblockable, I mean, he still does have an unblockable special too. He shrugs off debuffs a lot quicker. Very simple by today's standards, but for the time when he was created, yeah, he just sucks. They'll buff him at some point, almost guaranteed. BG, who should I take to rank 4, Aegon or Cap Infinity? And can you like my recent? Is there actually a tweet here, or are you just asking me to like your tweets just because, man? Because I don't mind going to Twitter. I go to Twitter all the time. But if you're asking me just to go to Twitter to like nothing or something, Let me see. What is your name? Dark Reaper? Yeah, I don't even see it here, man. Your Twitter might be set to private or something like that. Because I don't have a tweet by you. But anyway, question: who should I take to rank 4, Aegon or Cap Infinity? So you don't really want to even bother with. Honestly, I wouldn't bother with Aegon until you can get him to rank 5. Like, he could be useful in other content outside of the marathon style content of, you know, like Labyrinth and Abyss and all that. But for the average player, oh god, I really just throw Warlock in against Magneto, son of a. For the average player, Aegon is not going to be too useful early on in the game. You have to be good enough to hold the combo, which, if my gauntlet run was any demonstration, even though I've been playing this game for a long time, apparently I still can't hold the combo. And yeah, in most quests, other champions are just going to be easier to play. Straight up. So go with Cap. Forget about Aegon for now. Rank up Aegon when you're ready to tackle, you know, some deeper content in the game. Dragons and an over a buck. What's up, Dragon? Saying Groot was a pain in the ass. Map 3 mini boss for the longest time. Oh yeah. I remember back in the day, he used to give my alliance fits when fighting him. Yeah, I remember that. He was the when I joined for Loki. We were in map 3 alliance for like a few weeks, and Groot was the mini boss. I remember that. I had just pulled Doctor Strange though, so Doctor Strange, I mean, he handled it. You know, Luckily, a lot of the, or not a lot, but there was a few really powerful Mystic champions in Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch, and yeah, Doctor Strange handled that guy no problem. That said, I was still a huge noob at the time, and I still got crushed even when using Doctor Strange. I just wanted to sound cool. If PG cannot answer your question, ask any here in chat. This is true. Very knowledgeable peeps. Besides, why ask him for advice when he got beat up by Spidey Ham? Just saying. You didn't have to include that last part, Pixie Belt, you know? Still recovering from those injuries. Heck, anyone can get beat up by Ham when you think about it. By a pig? Like, you ever try to wrestle a pig? It's not easy. I'm just saying. Yo, what's up, BG? What's up, chat? What's up, Redwood? Is Elsa good as a first 6-star? Yeah, that's a great first 6-star. Elsa, to this day... God, this guy put in with the cable synergy, didn't he? Son of a... Elsa... She doesn't get a ton of attention. She definitely has, like, a loyal fan base. But she doesn't get a ton of attention, and part of the reason why is because... it doesn't really feel like she's an essential champion to have ranked up for something, whereas people would consider, you know, like Aegon to be essential for the you know, like Labyrinth or Abyss, or Fury for his synergies and all that stuff. Elsa, she's just like straight up a pretty solid champion. It's a great first 6-star to have. You're not really going to want to invest any catalyst in the champion, but like that's a good thing. She's just good just at rank 1. You know, get her to level 25, but then you just have this solid skill champion that you can play. And I mean, maybe eventually you can rank her up, but like for the time being, you could totally just use her. Rank 1, level 25, good to go. No catalyst needed. Who puts APOC in the arena? Seriously. Can confirm it's hard to wrestle a pig. Thank you. KT knows. Love me some Elsa. Yeah, she's you know, I don't really play her, but I love using her in the arena because she's really fast in the arena, at least. I never got a chance to really mess with. I pulled her as a 6-star not too long ago myself. And I never really got a chance to use her since I already had some other skill champs ranked up. But if she was my first 6-star, oh man, she would have been in every quest when I was doing item lists in 6.2 and going through those 6-star gates. Oh, hell yeah. And just in other quests in general. I don't know. First 6-star, it's a little bit hard for me to gauge where you're at in the game, but some people get their first 6-star when they're still in Act 5, and if you're in like 5.3, oh man, have a blast in the skill quest with her. Or just general questing purposes, event quests, all that stuff. A little bit of annoying defender as well. Could always toss her on defense too. Thoughts on the new arena changes? That is arena, not areas, right? I think that's arena. I made a video about it. Overall, I think it's an improvement. They just got to figure out the deathmatch situation. And for a few people, it's going to not be as good as the current system. But those are a little bit more of a select few. You could check out the video if you want to know the full thoughts. BG, what's the strategy for fighting the Purgatory boss in Event Quest? My favorite strategy is just using Doom and just power cycling. That's probably the easiest. Her specials, both her special 1 and special 2, are not too difficult to dodge. And you can retaliate after evading her specials. So really, you could use any champion, but she has that power gain that can get a little bit nasty. So yeah, you might want to go with a little bit of power control, a la Doom, or I don't know what immunity she has. So I've only used like 2 champions against her. I've used Torch and I've used Doom, but if she doesn't have, does anyone know, does she have bleed or poison? Because maybe you could just use someone like AA. I don't know, but those are the 2 champs that I've used. What's up, Royal? GG, hey, nice to see you as per usual. Thanks again for popping in last night. We miss her immensely. I know, just that fast, right? Ah, crap, I didn't realize I was fighting thing. Oh, there we go. Oh, really? Got the shoulder bump? Anyway. Royal. It's weird coming in here. I almost feel like I can sense her. Even hear her. Odd. Well, Royal? Imagine that. You can almost hear my voice. There it is again. A ghost. Oh my goodness. XLR8 Cud sending over to or Kun. Oh man, it's Kun, not Kun, right? My bad. Thank you very much for the 2. Saying for Purgatory, or I used Blade or Electro plus Heimdall. That's true. Yeah, I forgot about the Electro cheese you could do as well. Blade, okay. She a dimensional being. I didn't even realize. But that'll do it, man. Blade is still really solid against the dimensional beings. Let me look her up real quick. Let's go to the old Aunt May, sort by release, check out Purgatory. Dimensional. Yep. So Blade, good choice. Don't hurt yourself reading, BG. Pixie Bell. I'm going to hurt myself one way or another. And apparently reading is good for you, I think. Although, what good has it really done me? I don't know. So you're right. Maybe I shouldn't. A ghost, but not the ghost PG is looking for. Wow! Dragon. Royal is the one. Target those at Royal, not me. What the F? Oh, man. This is Royal's fault. He's the one calling you a ghost. And somehow the trolling still gets directed at me. Deflected. I don't know if that's maybe I should be blaming Royal on this, actually. You're just giving Dragon more fodder to troll me with. I started playing MCOC before 5 stars, Crystal Shards, Catalyst Frags, or even Act 4 of Story was a thing, and I quit and just started again. And now I'm working on beating Act 4 and getting to Uncollected. Well, welcome back. You must have quit this game right before I started. Because I started playing this game, some buddies of mine that got me into this game, when I downloaded it, and I was like, oh cool, there's like some 4-star shards here, like how long does it take to get all these shards? And they were like, oh, what? Shards? That must be a new thing, because like just the month before, I guess, like just the update before, it didn't have them. So I downloaded the game literally right when the shards came out, and 5-star shards, I guess maybe that was in the same update, I don't know, but I think 5 stars, or the shards at least, were a thing. Of course it took me like 9 months to get a first 5-star or something like that, but or however long it was. I don't remember how long it was. This is what you signed up for, BG, by hiring me for your website building. You invited the roasting. Fair enough. As long as it helps the website in some way. Jacob Paul, sending over 5. Thank you, Jacob. Saying about to rank 5 torch will be first rank 5 5-star. Was running Suicide Masteries, was wondering if I should change Masteries to make him work better. So he definitely works a lot better without the Suicides. As far as if you should change your Masteries or not, it is going to depend on the other champions that you're using. Torch still can be played with Suicides. Like, if I would say if you have a Nick Fury and the synergy to allow him to shrug off the bleed, then he's actually still pretty usable with Suicides and pretty good, because you don't really need to use his specials too much. Torch, I actually like using Torch's special 1 quite a bit, but if you're running Suicides, you could totally just use special 2, and the amount of recoil you're going to suffer, it's not very much at all. So yeah, you could run him with Suicides if you also have the Fury synergy. If you don't have the Fury synergy, then yeah, you really don't want to use Suicides. But I don't know what the rest of your champions look like. If you're using like Omega Red and Corvus for your other champs or something like that, then you'd probably still want to have the Suicides on. But yeah, I mean, when I ranked up Torch myself as a 6-star, that's why I turned off Suicides. I was running them up until that point, but I started using Torch so much that it just didn't make sense anymore. So that's why I turned them off myself. If that helps to give you some idea. Yeah, definitely consider your entire situation. But hopefully some of that info helps you to make the decision to keep them on or turn them off. And yeah, just thank you for the 5. Much appreciated. And congrats, Torch is a great champion I have ranked up. He's a beast. Brian, check Twitter for a sneak peek at tomorrow's video. MSG. I'm curious. What do we got? His conquest never ends. Dude, what a face. Like, I would not want to come across this face. Like, honestly, Mojo or I-Bomb in some ways would be, like, creepier. But I wouldn't want to mess with a goblin that's just breathing fire that has what looks to be, I don't know, razor blades for teeth. But anyway, okay. This is... I feel like this is the vision in... This isn't the vision in the gauntlet, is it? Is he able to do that fight? If that's what that fight is, then that's wild, man. And I need to play that champion. Speaking of Red Goblin, some of you guys know that I helped to design I-Bomb, but what a lot of you may not know is that Royal helped to design Red Goblin. Jacob sent over another bug saying, I got 6-star Corvus and Magneto rank 4 and Colossus rank 4. Okay. You sure you want to rank up Torch first? Torch is great, but you might be better off just leaving Suicides on, man. Like, if you use that Corvus, if you, I mean, if you don't want to play that Corvus so much, that's understandable. But like, man, I don't normally recommend skipping over 5 stars to rank up 6 stars. They're more expensive. They're generally not as good because it's hard to get them awakened and all that. But there are some exceptions, and I would say this is one of those exceptions. If you like playing Corvus, you could totally just rank 2 that Corvus and run amok. You know? You could totally do that if you want. Or you could even go with Magneto. I don't know if you're Cavalier yet, but if not, then ranking up that Magneto and using him to blast through all the robots that you're going to come across on your way to the Cav would be good too. I need more context about where you're at. And I mean, if you are set on Torch, that's totally fine as well, because Torch, he's a beast. So, you know, I don't want to totally change your mind on something if you're already set on it. I'm just saying, like, you've got some other good options here, and if you are, if you run Suicides, then yeah, it might make more sense to go with one of these other champs, potentially. Brian's stream equals free publicity. It is. I encourage it. As long as you're not in here just to just to promote or something like that, because there are people that do that, and well, then you're just trying to take advantage. Then you're trying to just then you just see my kindness as a well, never mind what I was about to say. I was about to use the wrong phrase. But anyway, then yeah, I don't want people in here just trying to self-promote that way. But this is a community, man. And as long as you're in here other times besides just talking about it, then it's good. It's like Reddit, I guess, where Reddit has like this rule of posting like a 9-to-1 rule or something like that, or a 10-to-1 rule, whatever it is, where like as long as you're making other comments, then like sharing other cool things in the form of video is also encouraged. But if you're only there to upload videos, which when I first was on Reddit, I probably was uploading too many of my own videos, but that was before I realized what I was doing. And then I tried to post more. Anyway, it wasn't about me. Congrats on 12K, by the way. A second Alliance member also followed your video with the same team as you. A second Alliance member also followed your video with the same team as you. Oh, wait, you're talking about someone else in your Alliance just ranked up Cable 2? Is that what you're saying? Thank you, dude. Dragons and Nova Buck saying, I'm in here to sass the ever-living heck out of BG first, sass everyone else second, and bribe Laura to poke BG with strange items third. Promoting just happens naturally. There you go. There you go. I mostly ask Brian to look at stuff so he can maybe stop me and I can get my life back. Well, they don't call me the enabler for nothing. I don't think anyone's ever called me that, but I will never try to stop you, MSD. Actually, I think I have tried to stop you. I tried to get you out of the abyss, but it's just not possible. The abyss, it calls to you. And you're always there to answer that call. Yo, BG, tweet. Sure. Onyx Olympian. What do we got? Let's see. Just wanted to share a couple of polls. Okay. Ooh, grats on the 6-star, even though not the best 6-star out of a Cav is good. And then out of your actual 6-star crystal, we've got... Ooh, dude. Nice, man. Very nice. Congrats on the Fury, dude. Good stuff, man. Hold on. I don't know if this person was asking for Twitter too, but I just happened to... This tweet caught my eye. Achieved the biggest milestone in my MCOC career. The 1 million rating milestone. Nice, dude. Very nice. Good stuff, Sebastian, if you're in here. That Luke Cage, dude, I'm just stuttering all over the place tonight. That Luke Cage dream just wasn't going to happen, man. Already at 57. Good lord. 57. I really want to go back in there and get my first. But at the same time, I'm just too lazy for it, man. Or maybe not lazy. Maybe lazy is not the right word, but I'm just stuck making a video and or promising other things like websites that will never actually exist. That's what I'm busy doing with my time. Something even worse. What's up, Hobbit? Saying hi, sweet baby cakes. How's it going? Hunter, want to try and finish D7 again? Or should wait a few days. What's up, Hunter? How are you feeling, dude? Will the boss change for the next week of the Langurian Rifts? Or will it be OG Guillotine? No clue. No idea. EG, would you open a cav? Never. No, I've opened a few calves, but I'm not going to open up a calf right now. I don't like the calves. I don't think they're good value. If you want to just have some fun popping open a crystal and everything, like, that's cool. You know, don't let me stop anyone from having a good time. But personally, I don't like open up calf crystals. I want to spend my units elsewhere. The next time you'll see me open up a calf crystal is if I pick up the 3K bundle again from the Cav event quest monthly, or if they're just given out for some reason through, like, I don't know. Are there any Cav crystals in the 7.2 rewards? Just laying down right now, Hobbs. Not feeling great today. Haven't even done anything in MCOC today. Dang, Hunter. Oh, man. That's how I always knew when I was really sick, is when I didn't feel like playing video games. Because, you know, like, if you're just not feeling great, you could still sit down and play some games, you know? But when you're just, like, really sick, really out of it, no, you can't even be bothered with games. BG, if Prestige wasn't a factor, would you still have ranked up Sorcerer or wait for Doom? Apologies if you talked about this in the past already. If Prestige was not a factor, I absolutely 100% would have still ranked up Sorcerer Supreme. Her Prestige is solid, but she's not a Prestige-only kind of champ. She's just great in general. Do you think it'll be possible to get all the milestones in the new Summoner Trials arena, plus get 1 to 5% rank in both 6-star arenas? It'll technically be possible, yeah, absolutely. But that's also a lot of grinding, and I think very few people would try to do that. But yeah, absolutely possible. BG, I'm an uncollected player. My main rank 5s, or my main 5 stars rank, main 5 stars are Corvus, Omega Red, and Professor X, all unawakened. Do you think I should save up units and go for suicides, or just focus on progressing? Oh, tough question, man. Oh wow, I'm dead, aren't I? Not yet. So I would say 2 out of 3 of those champions are better with suicides. The 2 being Corvus and Omega Red. Professor X is not good with suicides at all. You say all unawakened though, and honestly Omega Red is not very good without the awaken ability anyway. I think you should save up units for your masteries. I think you should invest in masteries rather than dumping them in, you know, on like revives and stuff like that to get through quests. Slow down your story progression to work on your masteries. But you don't necessarily need to go into the suicide masteries. If you don't already have willpower, you definitely want to start with that, which is a requirement for suicides anyway. And then just kind of go from there. This is tough because I don't know the rest of your situation, you know? I'm only answering based off of 3 champions and then just guessing where you're at in the game and what masteries you've already unlocked and stuff. But you definitely want to get your masteries in order, and I would say, yeah, like, go for suicide masteries. If you're not rushing there, if you're ready at this moment to just drop a whole bunch of money to unlock suicides, well, it's probably not going to be the biggest benefit to you. But if you're going to like slowly unlock that stuff over time, by the time you're able to unlock it, you'll be in a better situation probably, where you'll have more options of champions to play that are suicide friendly. Or you could determine the exact opposite in that, wow, you've pulled a bunch of champions that are not very suicide friendly and you don't want to unlock suicides right now. But either way, like, you've got like 1.5 champion that's good with suicides, you know, and like 1.5 champion that is not good with suicides. Like, it's not enough to determine either way what you should be doing. But in general, the masteries, they're the only thing in this game, really, that don't lose their value. You know, if you're burning units to reach like the next level of progression, I'm not saying it's a bad idea to do always. If you're close to uncollected, yeah, making that push to uncollected is good. Or if you're close to cav, same thing. But if you're not too far along in the game, or you're far from the next progression point, then overstretching your limits just to get there, it's not going to be a good investment of resources. I hope some of that made sense. Shed sending over a buck saying, BG, there's something very important in the Twitter spheres for you. Sure. What is in the Twitter sphere? Let's see. Since you aren't a fan of popping calves, check this 2 pop out on a whim. Nice, dude. Got the Awakening on Carnage here. Cool, man. Good stuff. I would certainly take a Carnage for 300 units if I could. Or 175, or however many you spent on them. BG just became uncollected. Which content should I focus on? Best 5 stars are Aegon and Archangel. Also have a 4-star maxed out Doom, CGR, Namor, Warlock. I would say continue progressing in Act 5. Like, do the uncollected monthly event quest now that you have access to it. And for a little while, you might have to not really worry about progressing in story content until you get until you're comfortable with the uncollected monthly, because you definitely want to do that. But yeah, beyond that, I would say you do want to do a single clear of Act 5, and even push into Cav, like the first chapter of Act 6 to get the Cav title. After you get Cavalier, that's when the progression becomes less linear, and you want to go for like the variants, the back issues, and you're able to kind of target them based on your roster. But up until Cavalier, the progression is fairly linear in this game. Like, it doesn't have to be, but just recommended, I would say. The variants, they're about the same difficulty as pushing for Cavalier, except Cavalier, I would say, is generally more important to get that title. So hopefully come 4th of July, there's a way I can awaken my Doom, and 0 to 100 real quick, like Drake said. Doom and what champion? ALA? Just Doom and Allah. 0 to 100 real quick. Is that not a typo? Is that actually the quote? Maybe. Would you recommend to take 6-star unduped Sorcerer Supreme to rank 3? Is she useful in a lot of content? Chapter 6, 7.2, Lab, Variant 7. Yeah, she doesn't need to be awakened, and she's good for a wide variety of content, absolutely. The only thing about Sorcerer Supreme is that she's not very good with the suicides, and if you're a Suicide Mastery user, then I would not recommend ranking up Sorcerer Supreme. But if you don't run suicides, then she's great. She works very well with Mystic Dispersion as well. It's not required to have Mystic Dispersion to play her, but the more points you can invest in Mystic Dispersion, the better. Because generally, most of her damage comes from her specials. And if you can get to her special 2s, which will freeze the buffs on the opponent, you can really stack up a lot of armor breaks, and her armor breaks are very powerful. She's not really like the #1 damage dealer. She's not meant to be. She's packed to the brim with utility. Her heal, her slow, her armor break, her dispels on her or nullify, whatever, on her special 1. That's what she's all about. And just having that slow power gain where you don't necessarily need to rely on powers for your openings, the power steal when she's in the right mode, all that stuff. This is what I wanted to show. No, it's not what I wanted to show. This is what I wanted to show. So yeah, her each one of her armor breaks is negative 2150 armor. So yeah, imagine stacking up, 2 or 3 of these. Now the opponent is minus 6,000 armor, and suddenly she hits a little bit harder. But you could totally ignore the armor break thing, and just the fights will be slower, and you'll probably end them with full health, just because she has that healing. But if you do want the damage, then yeah. Yo, BG in chat, is there some kind of schedule for upcoming arena champs anywhere? Yeah, so the basic arena, it follows the same schedule as the featured. Like when the featured champions come through the arena, like 6 months later, that's when they're going to be in the basic. You can find the arena history and upcoming schedule on Reddit. There's probably other ways to find it too, infographics and stuff. But that's what I always do. I always just go to Reddit. What do I do about the degeneration in Act 5? There's a few ways to play around the degen, but almost no matter what, you're going to take some kind of degen damage. And it depends on the node. So the first quest that you see is Flare. You're going to take that degen damage. There's no way around it. But what you can do is you can spread that damage around your roster. So you don't really want to bring synergy champions, because you don't want to just rely on 1 or 2 champions. You want to have as much as your team in that quest as possible, just like champions that can actually fight. Which you might not be ready for yet if you're just getting into Act 5. You might need to slow things down, rank up some other champions. That way you could bring them in there. The degen damage from Flare, it's also based on class relationship. So if you have a class advantage, you're going to take a little bit less degen damage. If you have a disadvantage, you're going to take a lot more degen damage. So bringing in different class types can help as well, just to spread that damage around your champions. I don't know which quest you're talking about, though, because there are other degen nodes. If you're talking about there's one where you degen, but every time you hit the opponent, you heal. There's another where if you don't land a hit every 6 seconds, you'll take some degen damage. Excuse me. And then there's Bane, which is just like playing hot potato with the degen, where there's a timer, and as long as you hit them when the timer's ticking down, you'll throw the degen on them so fast that you won't take much damage at all. 5.1.1 is where I am. Okay, yeah, so that's the flare node. That's what I was thinking. So yeah, man, you basically what I said already. Try to get a team of 5 that can actually fight, less reliant on synergies, and get them ranked up as best as possible. And varying class types helps, so that way you can always try your best to have a class advantage going into it. And yeah, the only thing I didn't mention is if you haven't practiced your parries up until this point, if you're unfamiliar with parrying, you're gonna want to know how to parry. That way you can just try to parry and 5-hit combo the opponent a few times. With the flare, you'll have extra damage, so the fights will end faster, and hopefully you won't take too much damage. That's pretty much it. Ryan, will you do a new account challenge when Kabam buffs the earlier act content, or does a prominent side quest or event store still the demanding factor in your decision? It depends on how it's buffed. So, I mean, really, I need a way to rank up my champions. I need, like, class catalyst selectors or generic rank up gems. If in Act 3 and Act 4, Kabam puts in generic rank up gems or something like that, then yeah, I'm less dependent on the side quest. If when they buff those things, which, by the way, I don't know if Act 4 is getting buffed anytime soon. I think they said they're going to make changes to... Was it just Act 2 and 3? Did Act 2 already get buffed? Actually, I don't even know. Anyway, doesn't matter. But if the changes to those, if they're not... if they don't give me the catalyst I need, if they buff them and, like, giving Nexus crystals or something like that, then I would still need the side quest to line up correctly. There's still going to be times when, like, like you can have both, right? Like the buffed earlier acts and a really good side quest. So I would probably still wait for at least a little bit better of a side quest to come along, but it wouldn't be... I wouldn't need to wait as long, Less reliant on it. I just realized I'm not subscribed. The F am I doing? Oh, man. Be careful. Once you subscribe to this channel, Kabam sees that. And they actually really hate my guts. And now the rest of your crystal pulls, they're going to be garbage. Everyone in here can attest to it, right? No one in here has ever gotten lucky with their crystal pulls, only because they're subscribed to this channel. I'd recommend unsubscribing, really. Please don't unsubscribe. I need every subscriber I can get. Namor and Gulk are fantastic for Act 5 clearance. Yeah, if someone's asking about those champs, both Namor and Gulk are pretty solid for Act 5. Yeah. Can Spider-Ham ignore Flare? I don't believe so. I think... So it used to be called degen damage, and it might still be, but I think they tried to change the descriptions on those to just direct damage to kind of differentiate them. But I think most abilities are not really supposed to interact with those. Other than, like, I mean, yeah, if you have a healing ability, you can kind of counteract it, but you know what I mean. I mean, I have 73 6-star champs and not a single tech or science worth rank 3. That's what I'm talking about, dude. You made the mistake of subscribing. R.I.P. It's too late now, though. Can't unsubscribe. It's true, I hate my new 6-star Nick Fury. I have the worst luck. Well, yeah, until you can get him awakened. Really, like, this is just Kabam's way of teasing you. They're like, oh yeah, we'll give him the Fury. We'll just never give him the dupe. And any awakening gems, Like, none of them will be skill. And then what'll happen is you'll use your generic Awakening Gem on Fury, because there's at least one of those in the game. And then they'll give you a skill Awakening Gem. And then they'll also give you the dupe. They'll give you both those things. If my banana wasn't so bushy and full, I would totally unsub because my gem's below. Please give me Torch or Warlock. Oh man. It is a good looking banana bush. Oh man. Pulled 6-star Kingpin from a Cav yesterday. Did it make me feel better? No, I'm still dying, but it did make me happier. Dang, dude. That is a solid pull, Hunter. But I really hope you feel better soon, man. First 6-star DPX, first 5-star DPX, second 5-star DPX. Duped third one was Aegon. Still love you, BG. Oh, man. I was just saying it as a joke. You guys really are getting garbage luck. Not all of you, though. I've seen the screenshots. I know some of you guys get some good pulls. And BG, when you hit 1 million subscribers, I'm going to unsubscribe and resubscribe again so as to be your 1 million subscriber. Don't care about the luck. All right. Sounds like you're going to be subscribed forever then, because I don't think I'm ever going to hit 1 million subscribers. But, I'm going to hold you to it, man. It is now impossible for you to unsubscribe for any reason. BG started an account a year ago, explored Act 5, completed all variants, explored 7 and 6, done Act 6, explored 7.1 and completed 7.2. I'm level 59. What? About to hit 60, then I can rank 3 my 6-star APOC for Thronebreaker. I'm blown away. You know, at first I was just going to be really impressed with you being able to clear that much content in only a year. Like, that's crazy, actually. But I'm even more blown away that you're not level 60 yet. Dude, what? How is that possible? That's insane. You've done so much content and still not 60? What? That's wild. But nice, dude. Hitting Thronebreaker pretty fast. With a 6-star Apocalypse, too, man. That's a great champion to get Thronebreaker with. Awesome. Just got 6-star Jane Foster. Oh, man. Rip. Haley Miracles and Nova Buck. What's up, Haley? Saying, that's right. I'm here. Well, welcome. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well tonight. The Shaft Bro, and it's your fault. I cringe every time I see you pulling 5-star Mr. Sinister looking for Mute ISO. Wait, what? You cringe at me pulling Sinister? What do you mean every time? It's only happened once. It can only happen once. After all this bad luck talk, I think I changed my mind in asking you to bless my 6-star about to open. Fair. The last 6-star I opened for someone was Dragon, and it was not good. Yo, BG, can you channel the shine from your bald cap to help me pull the shiniest bald surfer from these caps? If I could pull a surfer, I'd pull it for myself. That said, I'm gonna do my best. Wow, 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 wow. Good luck, dude. Son of a game crash. Yeah, ease up on that spam. Pixie did good. That was not a Robo Pixie mode. That person was spamming a lot, actually. So, yeah. Please don't spam. You're only going to get banned if you continue doing it. Would you use a generic Awakening Gem on Silver Surfer for Prestige? You know, at one point in time, I would have said yes. But I don't have a lot of generic Sig Stones anymore. And I don't think it makes sense to. If I can't get him to high Sig, I wouldn't gain that much. So I wouldn't, no, I would not use a generic on him anymore. Maybe in the future again, I would, but currently, I would not. I would only be able to get him to like Sig 60 or if that. I don't know, maybe even a little bit less. I think of you when I play my Green Goblin. You know what? Then I'm happy. You'll always have something to remember me by. Green Goblin. I remember I had Magoo bless my 6 stars one time. It was an OG Captain America dupe. Never again. Hey, didn't I pull Cap for EZ too? I'm good at pulling Cap. Has anyone anyone here tried Horseman Cable versus Gauntlet Tarax? Heavy lock him in the corner. You would probably die to the rock field aura. Like you would probably get through the fight, I imagine. I mean, if someone's tried it, please share their experience. I'm just speculating. I don't know what would actually happen, but I imagine you would die pretty quick. You'd probably get in some good damage, so you can probably get through with it, like a few revives or something. But it'd be kind of messy, I think. You'd probably have to heal up to full each time, just because, yeah, that damage, it adds up. Well, according to you, you think of me whenever you have to play Jubilee, so it's only fair. That's true. I do. Wolverine sending over 3. Wolverine, thank you very much. Saying, hey, BG, I explored the Gauntlet 12 months into the game now. That's pretty quick, man. Managed to get 2x Tier 5 class Kalos to rank 3 Doom and Thing, which puts me at 6x rank 3s. Chuckles in whale. By the way, did you ever think about royalty-free music in the background? So, first off, congrats, dude. Whether you're getting there through being free to play or whaling a bit, that's still impressive, man. That's still a lot of content that you got done in a short amount of time. So, well done. As far as royalty-free music in the background goes, yeah, I've thought about it. Ooh, who do I want to pick? I guess I need Mystic Ice the most. I've thought about it, and I don't really want to put any music on in the background. I know some people would prefer it to have some music going, but I know a lot of people wouldn't like it. And music is one of those things where, like very few people, I think, would say like no background music is the reason why the stream is unwatchable. Whereas depending on what background music I choose, the stream could become unwatchable, you know? So like there's high risk for not much gain, because people these days, you know, there's so many ways to just play music yourself. Even if you're like, people could literally be watching the stream, playing the game, and have Spotify running in the background, all on their phone. You know, if they really want some background music for themselves, it like the background, like the gameplay sound might interfere with that a little bit, but that's why I keep it low, so that people could have other things going on if they want. So yeah. I did, I actually, when I went to Twitch, so I went to Twitch for like a month. or I think it was 40 days to be exact. And one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Twitch is so that I could play some songs. It wasn't even royalty-free music. I wanted to play like video game music. I enjoy just listening to like those Nintendo and chill playlist type of stuff, you know, or just like Super Nintendo. You just find like a 3-hour block of Super Nintendo music on YouTube or something like that. Like someone put together a playlist. And yeah, on YouTube, you could I mean, now on Twitch, it's this kind of the same issue. You could still get hit for that on Twitch too, but on YouTube especially, at the time, I wouldn't really trust that. But then I realized it was just more trouble than it's worth. So that kind of put the end to wanting to play music at all during streams. I do still wish that it was easier for me to just like play a clip of something. And I'd feel, well, again, Twitch is a little bit different nowadays. But that was always one of the perks about Twitch, was just like, yeah, you could very easily just play a YouTube clip and not really get in trouble for it. Whereas, like, most of the time, honestly, most of the time, if you play a clip on YouTube, nobody's really gonna care anyway. But the moment someone does care, YouTube will literally pull your privileges to stream for like 9 months. So that's why I just don't even bother with that. Anyway, long tangent about why I don't play music on streams. Kairos and Overbuck saying, hey BG, finished the gauntlet and needed a little over 3k units. Had pots, but didn't have revives or 30% boost saved up. Only 20%. Did I do good? Yeah, man. The content's tough. And, I mean, there's certainly some examples on YouTube of people doing it with very little resources. But the rewards for that content are great, man. And having to spend some units to get through, especially without a built-up stash, like, there's nothing wrong with that, you know? So, you did good, kid. You did good. Was that a tangent? Fell asleep. Oh my goodness, Pixie Bell, really? I thought the Happy Birthday song was copyrighted. It was. There's like a certain... Let me look it up. I think I've looked it up before, even. Is Happy Birthday copyrighted? Or I think it's public domain is what I think it is now. The song Happy Birthday has joined the public domain, ending a long-running suit over its copyright. Music publishers earned as much as $2 million per year in licensing commercial use of the popular tune. One of the most recognizable songs in the English language is now available for free. Yeah, there's like a certain amount of time that needs to pass, which is why like a bunch of well-known classical music I think is also public domain. Something like that. I don't feel like looking more into it right now, but dude, imagine that. Imagine being the person that invented the Happy Birthday song. I mean, really, it probably wasn't them getting the most of the money. It was probably the kids or whatever. Or maybe they sold the rights to it, and then whoever bought the rights, they were just making bank. I just imagine the Monopoly board, and someone landed. They rolled a 5, and they moved their little thimble over to the Happy Birthday song, and they were just making bank. Everybody landed on that spot after that. Dragon sent over 2, saying, BG, it's official. I have 69 550 champs. Nice. That's awesome. Good stuff. How many? Oh, I'm really curious how many I have now. Because I don't know how many I have. If I have more, this is not to try to one-up you or something, because there is no one-upping 69. That sounded so dirty somehow. But that is the perfect number, of course. Hold on, let me see. Sorted by rank. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 83. Wow. That is more than I thought. I was thinking I might be at like 75. I guess I did rank up a bunch recently for Karina's challenges and stuff. But wow, that was a lot more than I thought. Interesting. I'm going to need to get to 169, I think. That's the only logical conclusion that could be made. Let's go with the arenas. I've said it for what feels like years, and I feel like I'm shouting into the void. What are you saying, Cloud of Contempt? Hold on. Alternate question. Why hasn't Kabam just removed the help system entirely? I wish. Is the 1,000 loyalty per day really worth it? To them? I mean, it's a retention thing, I think, at least. I don't know if Kabam has ever really commented on it, but it's one of those things where, like, yeah, you get your buddy to play, and your buddy's not really paying attention. He's like, oh, I haven't even logged into MCOC for a few days. Forgot the game even existed. And then your friend's like, oh, dude, can you just log in and hit the help button? And then suddenly they're like, oh, yeah, MCOC exists. Well, I guess I'll start playing this again. So for them, it ain't about the loyalty. For them, it's about keeping users engaged. I think. Again, never... I don't know if they've ever said that. That's just speculation, but it seems... Anyway, lower refresh times across the board. Add 1k loyalty into a calendar over the week. Boom, done. I wish. The help system is absolute garbage. I hate the help system so much. It's the worst system in MCOC. There are other things that I dislike even more than the help system, but as far as just like a system is concerned, like as much as I hate not having Sig Stones, I like the Awaken ability system, you know? But just the help system entirely, oh my god, it's the worst. It's terrible. Chris Gonzalez sending over a buck. Thank you, Chris. Saying. ABG, so I finally ranked 5 my Corvus. Nice. And finally hit 1 million PI overall. Very nice. Really stoked about it. I'm nearing another tier 5 basic to rank 5 another. Maybe She-Hulk, Mags, or Claire in 6.2.4 and variant 6. Thoughts? Mags. I would totally go Mags. It's another villain for the villain variant, which is variant 6. Magneto is ridiculously overpowered. Useful in so many situations. For so many different fights and nodes and all that stuff, as long as they're metal. And sometimes even when they're not. But yeah, I would say Mags. Mags is also good regardless of your mastery setup. Good with suicides, good without. Claire and She-Hulk are both great options too. In general, I would favor Claire over She-Hulk for the average player, as long as you're not Metal Sonic Dude. But I would say Magneto would be the ideal next rank up for you, probably. But congrats on the new milestone, dude. It's weird though, because MCOC isn't like the normal mobile game that gets ad revenue. It's all based on people buying stuff, and the help system doesn't encourage or discourage that one way or the other. Oh, it definitely does, dude. maybe not directly, but just through keeping players logging into the game. When it, like, I would say, actually, let me ask you guys this. How many of you logged in and your first day playing, you spent some money? I bet some people did. And there's nothing wrong with that. But just thinking about the average user, you probably want to get a feel for the game first before you want to invest some money into it, right? And sometimes that can mean you want to play the game for a few days, maybe a few weeks. For some people, dude, they might not spend their first buck in this game until they've been playing for a year and some really good offer comes along and suddenly, you know what, man, yeah, I do really like this game and I've been enjoying this game for free all this time. I don't mind, you know, supporting the development and spending a few bucks, and that could lead to more spending. And or even like the way the game was originally designed, where you were able to gift your alliance mates items. And dude, just keeping players in the game, like, you know, you'd be able to gift like team revives and potions and stuff like that to your alliance mates, which is no longer possible, but still the other ways of making money still apply. And I don't think Kabam really needs backing from investors at this point anymore. But that's also a thing, is just having a large, like, what is it called? Is it daily active users or something like that? Like all these tech companies that don't even, like, they're not even profitable. So like, I don't think Spotify is profitable yet, right? Is Netflix profitable yet? I don't even know if Netflix is making a profit. Dude, I can't talk today. I'm really calling it Netflix or something like that. But anyway, just being able to show that to investors, like how many people are using your product, allows them to get more funding and all that. Anyway, Mark sending over Buck. Appreciate it, Mark. Saying, ABG, any mastery recommendations for gauntlets going in? Warlock, Doom, Magic, Fury, and Magneto. Masteries are all about the champions you're using. And looking at your champs, I'd say you really don't want to be running suicides. You don't need any masteries in particular. Deep wounds could be pretty good, since you have 3 champs that cause bleed. So if you have the deep wounds mastery unlocked, you could pick that up, put points in that. Courage is always good, having maxed out courage, because yeah, a lot of those fights you will get below 50% health. You might end up staying there for a while. The despair mastery could be pretty good in preventing healing. I would say not required though with your setup, since you already have Warlock for the times where you just need to shut down healing entirely, like against Sasquatch. So you may not need that actually. You don't need Mystic Dispersion. Doom and Magic both work fine without it. That's pretty much it, man. Deep Wounds is like the only specialty mastery. The rest is, you know, just add more attack. Assassin if you have it, but if you don't have it, it's not worth unlocking just for a gauntlet. That's pretty much it. Should I drop Resonate and Inequity for offensive masteries? Oh, you can keep those on. Those masteries are fine for that content. I don't think there's, off the top of my head at least, I don't know of any interaction. Actually, there is one, Korg. Against Korg, you're not going to want to have those masteries on. What you could do is like just drop them for that fight and put them on afterwards. But Resonate is not going to be a good time with Korg. Drink some water, Magoo. I probably am really dehydrated. You're right. I have not been drinking a lot of water today. Also, I didn't sleep very well last night. I think that's why I'm a little bit more stuttery today. Trying to think if I want to stay in this arena or go to a different one. I guess we'll continue grinding in this one for now. But yeah, let me drink some water. Some brain fuel. But yeah, Mark. Hopefully that helps, dude. Good luck in the gauntlet. Chris Gonzalez sending over a buck saying, thank you, PG. Appreciate it. I say She-Hulk because I have the Catalyst to rank 5, a Science, and it's her or Wasp. Close to getting enough cats to rank a mutant, so I'll save for Mags. Okay. Alright, sounds good, dude. And yeah, between those two champs, I would go She-Hulk. So if you do end up ranking up a Science champ, between those two at least. Xandervrod, just wait till you bring Cable to Incursions, BG. Yeah, that should be a fun time. It's one mobile game I dropped $3 in it and never played again. There's games that I've bought and never played, but usually the free-to-play games. But yeah, anyway. Jacob Paul, 705, saying, what do you think if they added a Tier 2 Alpha Arena for Thronebreaker or Cav title? If they added a Tier 2 Alpha to the current Alpha Arena, I think that'd be fine. But I also think that we shouldn't just overload the arena with all the resources. There are plenty of players out there that would like to get Tier 2 Alpha that don't like to grind the arena. So yeah, if there are Tier 2 Alpha or even just fragments that get added to the arenas, got to be careful not to overdo it, because then that just feels that much worse if you're not an arena grinder. But if they added a small amount, it'd be okay. And over time, I think they should add small amounts of that stuff. I think it's kind of crazy that the class Catalyst Arena does not give a class Catalyst Crystal yet. I think that's nuts. But, yeah. Don't want to overload the arenas. But Jacob, thank you for another 5, dude. Much appreciated. Going for my first run at 6.2 champion this month, and I currently have 900 units and a Sorcerer Supreme. No Mystic Dispersion. Do I need that for him? And I'm also trying to save those units for the Summer of Pain. Why are you fighting the champion? I'm curious. Because you don't really need to get through 6.2 before you do Summer of Pain, right? I would just not, dude. Like, you could try it out and see how it goes. Sorcerer Supreme is a great counter to that guy. I do think you should pick up some points in Mystic Dispersion. You don't need to max it out. The first few points are relatively cheap. You could spend some loyalty on the cores if you want to save the units. But also, what's the rush to get through the champion boss in 6.2 right now? You might be better off just seeing what the Summer Pain looks like, seeing if that's something you're able to tackle, and put 6.2 on the back burners. Like if that was the Grand Master or something like that, I would understand a little bit more. But there's not much reason to just go through the champion right now. Wouldn't mind earning half a Tier 2 Alpha for like 2 million points in the Alpha Arena. Yeah, if they just added half a Tier 2A for at the 2 million milestone, I think that'd be good. I mean, they could also make it a full one, but even if it was just half of one, I don't think that'd be a bad thing. Like, think about it. If you're already doing that arena for the Tier 1 Alphas, we're talking about like 400,000 more points just to get a half of a tier 2 alpha, like, I would do that for sure. 400k points. That's like 5 rounds of maxed out 4-star champs. Or, I'm not 4-star, 5-star champs. 5 rounds of maxed out. Oh, God. Who is doing this? Who puts Apocalypse with cable synergy in the arena? Monsters. If you can still parry this guy, it's really not that bad fighting Apocalypse. The second you can't parry him and you're getting stunned by it, nobody wants to do this. GG, is it better to try becoming Cavalier with some units first and then explore Act 5, or exploring Act 5 first? Getting Cav with some units, as long as it's within reason. If you have to spend like 5,000 units, then yeah, you probably shouldn't be there yet. If you just have to spend like a few hundred units or something like that, that's not too bad. And make the push. If it is going to cost a lot of resources, then honestly, what you can do is not focus on, like, just avoid all content that is going to take revives from you. And just try to stockpile as many of the free revives as you can from the 22-hour solo events. And then slowly, you know, one quest at a time, chip away at Cav. I'm imagining Pixie and Ms. Jane sitting on Cloud's shoulders like that mini angel and devil trope. What am I missing? Rhetorical or no, the answer is always yes. The only question is whether I should have another margarita. Oh man, okay. Now I can see. BG, should I rank 2 my 6-star red mags? I have no one good for metal champs and about to finish 100% of Act 5, then go on to Act 6. Yes, absolutely. Magneto is the type of champion that, like I said, or like I normally say, 5-star champions generally will be better to rank up than 6 stars because they're cheaper, easier to awaken, etc. But there are some exceptions, and Magneto is one of those exceptions, especially for the situation that you're in. Yeah, man, that Magneto, you'll be so thankful that you pulled a 6-star Magneto after you get into Act 6. I mean, even in Act 5, like, of course, he crushes Act 5 too, but in Act 6, where there's all the annoying robots, he'll handle it. What's up, BG? Pulled a Gambit Warlock, dupe my Colossus, and dupe my Corvus from the Gauntlet rewards. Dude, solid. And then took my Corvus to rank 3. Brady, that's awesome, man. Congrats. Good stuff. I always do, BG. Damn it, Simon. No. Usually throw in another synergy as well. APOC, Cable, and Heimdall is great in Arena. I just need a moment to meditate, calm myself down so I don't ban you for that statement, Simon. Damn it, dude. Why would you put those champions? Why Heimdall too? Ah. You miss a lot of things, Magoo. I do miss a lot of things. No drinky and other stuff for Butter Bucket. What's a Butter Bucket? What? I will not respond to Butter Bucket. Longshot or Claire? I need more context than that, man. I would say Claire overall is going to be the better champ to go with. But if you're talking about for like an awakening gem, well, Claire doesn't need to be awakened. There's certain content where if you're just talking about ranking up, Longshot will be better. But I'd say 9 times out of 10, Claire is the better champion to use over Longshot. Wasp or Magic, I have them both as 5-star Sig 20. I'd say generally Magic. Again, don't know the full story. If you're using a ghost frequently, then I would just go with Wasp. But in general, magic is going to be the more useful. Karate Mike's Weapon X arena team is always popping up for me. Ah, brutal. I hate fighting Weapon X. Having to fight that guy in the arena. It's probably not as bad in the arena because, I mean, there's not, it's not that much health that you got to blast through. It's the longer fights or fights with nodes that he's annoying, right? But still, who wants to fight Weapon X in the arena? Damn you, Karate Mike. A lot of contempt. And Genova 5 saying, oh, almost forgot. Twitter, please. A lot of contempt, sure. What do we got? Had 2 of the hand-to-hand combat caps from last month, and the free piece in the offer was the exact piece I was missing. Nice, dude. 14 days paid off. Nice, man. That's awesome, dude. 6-star Aegon, 5-star plat pool. And beautiful. Good stuff. Dude, here's another champion that I hate fighting in the arena, though. Guillotine 2099. Can you go away? But Cloud Contempt, man, that's awesome. Bring my top 3 PI champs for my top arena team is Doom, Nick, and Doom. Some poor sap has to face that in the arena. Oh my god. I shouldn't be laughing. I should be cursing you out for that. But just the way that you call them a poor sap. Oh my god, they really are a poor sap for having to fight that. Oh, that's terrible. That sucks. Normally, in an arena team, you might have one champion that will fight Doom, and it won't be the worst thing ever. You have someone that can deal some good damage over time or something like that. But if there's 2 on the team, you might just have to quit out. Fight's gonna suck. The Shed sent it over a buck saying, BG decided today that I would start doing lunges to stay in shape. Some would say it's a big step forward. Okay. I got excited for you, man. I was gonna say that's really good because I've done some lunges before. And lunges, man, it seems like such a simple exercise. But, dude, you get tired fast doing lunges. I was like, yeah, that's really good, Shed. That's awesome, man. Should have known. Should have known. Boo, dude. Why don't you go take a lap, do some lunges while you're doing it. Disgust me for that one. Boo. Slick DK dude sent it over for, thanks man, saying got 6-star Howard the Duck. Should I be happy? It's a solid pull. I mean, I would say it depends on how far along your 6-star progression is. If you don't have that many 6-stars, yeah, man, I'd say it's a great pull. If you already have like 100 6-stars, well, then you're probably not going to use Howard. Probably don't need him. But if he's still early on, like, he doesn't need to be awakened. Has solid damage. He's got a bit of utility. Actually, let me. What is his awaken ability again? I kind of forget. Let's go find out. But I don't think he needs to be awakened. Howard. Okay, so if Howard is fighting in any fight with a class advantage, he breaks out his legendary Quack Fu to gain the following: critical resistance, base ability accuracy. Okay, so like good at fighting Domino essentially. Incoming debuffs suffer. Yeah. So yeah, totally doesn't need to be awakened at all. Yeah, Howard's pretty solid. So like I said, it depends on where you're at in your 6-star progression. But if I had like, I don't know, 10 6-stars or something like that, yeah, I would use Howard. He would make it to the team sometimes. Lunges are the worst. They yeah. They're actually pretty rough. Like, dude, it's amazing how maybe this just goes to show how out of shape I am or something like that. But lunges, they're the type of exercise where you do one and you're like, ah, it's not too bad. And then you do two and you're like, dear God. Somebody help me up. I've fallen over. I can only do the downward motion of the lunge. Help. Help. Lost my streak to a rank 3 high Sig Nova in Arena a few days ago. He's an underrated, annoying arena fight that catches you off guard. He's pretty annoying, yeah. Absolutely. Nova is the type of champion, though, that gets more annoying the longer the fight goes on when his charges have time to build up. So he's not as bad in the arena as he can be elsewhere. But he's still pretty annoying. Any opponent that you can't just parry without paying attention. Ugh. And then his specials being annoying too, yeah. You're just watching one of your old videos and really asked myself, he really just found Aunt May? Big brain fart. Yeah. That's kind of an ongoing joke. I still say that from time to time. This awesome website that I just found. That suicide's turned off, which is probably why I lost my streak. Yeah, that'll do it too. With suicides, he's a lot more manageable. I'm a semi-competitive powerlifter, and when I see lunges on my schedule, I want to just quit everything. Oh man, so, okay, dude, I'm only talking about lunges with like body weight. You're probably talking about doing lunges with like, I don't know. Give us an example. Like, what do you even carry while doing lunges? I wouldn't even know. You do lunges with like with just barbells, right? Trying to imagine how else you would carry that weight, but I don't think there is a good way, right? Burpees are like a 3-in-1, but in a bad way. Yeah, those kind of suck too. I could do more of those than I could of lunges, actually, though. Not that I've ever, or recently, tested my limits in either of those exercises. But I just know. Hey BG, hope you're having a good night. Just curious, how many potions would you recommend farming in Realm of Legends for the Gauntlet? Depends on your team. And just how good of a player you are in general. For example, the run that I did, I probably would have loved to take in about 100 or so. I would have be a bit higher than that. Like 150, I would have felt really good about the amount of potions I had. But even just like 100, I would have felt good enough, probably. But yeah, there's no way I could say, based on the roster you have, like the rank of your champions, just the champions in general that you're using, your personal skill levels, all that stuff. Some champions require more potions than others. If you're using Quake, then obviously you don't even need potions. But if you're using a champion that you want to parry more, maybe someone like Torch, where you're doing like 3-hit combos and relying more on parries. Not that you use Torch for that many fights in there, but still some. Or champions just like him. You'll need more. Aegon doesn't require as many potions. Early on, he does when you're ramping up, but late, you know, the deeper you go, the fewer he'll require, especially if you can hit a 999 combo. And of course, you want some potions, depending on who you use for Korg, unless you're using like I said, Quake. Xavier Hansen sending over a buck. Thank you, Xavier. Saying, is Red Mag's worth a mutant gem? I already have Archangel Awakened, but not Namor or Omega. However, I only have about 40 SIGs, and 5-star SIGs are hard to get for me. Okay, I would say yeah, worth it. Even if they're hard to get for you, you'll get enough benefit out of that Awakening gem that it's worth it. He doesn't need to be super high SIG. SIG 40. You could leave him at SIG 40 for a while. The other champions, Namor and Omega, they actually need higher SIG levels than Magneto does to really benefit. So, I would say, yeah, man. Pop that gem into Mags. Not only will you deal more damage on your heavy attacks, but just the built-in safety net, the crit resistance, and the safeguard damage and stuff like that. It'll be worth it. Absolutely. Jake Hendricks, yeah, over a buck as well. Thank you, Jake. Saying, hey BG, about to open a 6-star again. Please give me a sober BG blessing for an amazing champ like Ghost, Corvus, Warlock, or any suicide-friendly champ. I love you, thanks. All right. I'm gonna give you just a short blessing. Or wait, you're not asking me to open it. You're just asking for the blessing. So, yeah, all the blessings are short. So, I hereby, through the power of my bald cap, bless thee, Jake Hendricks, to get a suicide-friendly champ. Good luck to you, man. Good luck. You got to give us the update when you do pop it open of who you get. I usually use 20 to 30 pound dumbbells. I don't use barbell because I don't trust myself to always make it back up. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen people do barbell lunges, but I also don't spend any time in the gym, which is why I was really curious if there was a different way to carry that weight while doing the lunges. Oh, you know what I have seen though? I've seen like, I don't even know what it's called. It's like a cart almost that you're like standing in and carry, like that you can carry around. I think they're used in like strongman competitions, and I'm sure some people train with that stuff. I guess you can't do that for lunges though. That's more of just like carrying the weight and walking around. I don't know, man. I probably sound so dumb whenever I talk about exercise because I really avoid it like the plague. If that was like, if that man, if you had to exercise to avoid getting the plague, I would probably just get the plague. Be a wrap. I love lunches way more than lunges. What? Yeah, me too. Dude, for some reason that just reminded me, when you said lunches, I was thinking about Lunchables. I just imagine someone sitting down to eat some Lunchables. Just watching other people do lunges like, nope. I'm good. What? No, Jake. Saying, oof, got OG Captain America. That's like the third OG Captain America that I've helped people get in here. That's a problem. If he's suicide friendly, it's only for myself. Oh man. Thanks anyway, BG. Still love you. Ah, rip, dude. I'm telling you guys, shouldn't ask me for help. Shouldn't ask for that kind of help, at least. Not with crystals. Oof. Like a trap bar and farmer's carries, I guess, if that's what they're called. Those will still absolutely build your legs, and they suck way less than lunges. Yeah, I mean, I guess the nice thing about lunges is that you don't really need much for equipment, right? So if you have that equipment, might as well use it, I guess. EG, how to survive power cuts in 40 degrees Celsius. How hot is that even? I know that's hot, but let me get some conversions going here. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 40 degrees is 104 Fahrenheit. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's really freaking hot, man. Are you at all near a body of water? Dude, or do you have like a basement with a cement floor that you could just lie on your back on the cement floor in the basement or something like that? I don't know, man. Good luck. Try to... Heat rises, right? So yeah, really, just even without it being on a basement, if you could just lie on the ground, on the floor. Good luck, dude. Well, I guess I know who to come to if I ever need an OG cap. Yeah, dude, one day OG cap is gonna get buffed. And all I'm saying is I want some thank yous the day that happens, alright? Because apparently that's all I can pull for people is OG Captain America. So... like, I'm talking, like, thank you card. Like, well, I mean, it depends on how good he is. If he's like, it's just okay, then alright, never mind. But if he's like the next Magneto, then I need like a thank you card, like a nice one too, the ones that people get for like thanking people for wedding gifts and stuff, you know, with the fancy lettering. That's what I want. That's all I really care about. I just want some fancy lettering. I don't need the actual physical card. You could just send it over on Twitter, but it has to look good. You gotta be goddamn mind if you think I'm thanking you for OG cap. BGB like, I can do this all day. Hey, I get that reference. And Green Goblin, well, Dragon, you're probably just screwed on the Green Goblin. That guy's not getting buffed anytime soon. And if he does, oh man, dude, if they ever buff Green Goblin, I just hope that they make him an easier defender. Because I hate fighting that guy. Oh, man. You want me to get you a thank you card that sings? Well, it depends. What song? I've never had a singing birthday card. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody get a singing birthday card either. The only singing birthday card that I could even think of is from that movie. Is it Easy A? Something A. Which is a good movie, if you guys haven't seen it. With Emma Stone? Is that her name? Potato sending over to... saying, care to redeem yourself with another opening? No? No, I think I'm good for the night. One cap is probably enough. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna give you the countdown. Because maybe it's just the blessing is not good. We'll go with the countdown. Actually, I think the countdown... I've screwed over people with the countdown too. Who am I kidding? Get ready to be screwed. I'm gonna count it down from 5. I'm channeling all of my luck, dude. I'm thinking about the good champions. I need you to do the same. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open it. The dupe is helping out my future rank 3 of my new Guillotine 2099, so it's fine. Uh-huh. No one has ever said it's fine in that way. And it's actually fine. It is not actually fine. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, Easy A is the name. Okay, yeah. The movie's great. I think that movie is one of the, like, okay, so I think I've said this once before. I don't know if I said it on stream or just to a buddy of mine who is a writer, but I've never been a good writer. You know, in school I was good at math. I'm not as good today, but in school I was really good at math. But in like English, I could never tell the difference between something that was well written and something that was not well written. And I can't really tell the difference when I'm watching a movie if something's just like, oh yeah, it's whatever. I'm not that into movies to begin with. Maybe that's why. But there are some exceptions where I'm like, damn, the writing on this was just really good. I feel like that movie, the writing was just really good. Like all the lines that, like just the way that like the family interacted, even though like the parents weren't a huge part. There were like enough scenes of them together where it was like, damn, dude, yeah, this was well written. Whereas in other movies, I don't know, sometimes just like the interactions with family members, they're, I don't know, so bland. But anywho, let's go get some 225 units, eh? Matatoes, and to know another 5 saying, well, wasn't Cap, totally unrelated, but is a Sig 40 Sinister any good? Spoiler alert, I know the answer. Oh, Matato. Rip. Maybe he'll get buffed, or just a cool synergy, because honestly, I don't think Mr. Sinister's that bad of a champion. He's really close to being good. I feel like they're not going to buff him directly, because that would make him more difficult on defense, and I feel like he already has his place on defense. But I could see them giving him a synergy or something. Oh no, I already went big head mode, and I see I see Speed Up D in the chat. This is the moment that Easy's been waiting for. Speed Up D! See. You know, from, oh man, Easy's gonna be so disappointed right now. I already see a hell yes in the chat. Oh man, I'm sorry, I had to do it. Sending over a buck. Saying. I love you. Speed Up D. Appreciate the love and support as always, man. You know what's funny? I probably would have just done it on big head mode, because I never really think about it. But for some reason, I don't know. I feel like I look so dumb already in the small mode that when he requested for the big head mode, I'm like, no, I don't want to do it. Oh, man. One day, guys. One day. I mean, people could just make the screens bigger and expand the image with Photoshop. So does it really matter? Probably not. But I can just imagine. Here's what I imagine, guys. You know, everybody watches on a different device. Some people watch on their phone. Maybe a computer screen, you know, monitor, tablet. But some people do watch on TVs that are like 60, 65 inches, whatever they are, right? And with different time zones, maybe a little kid is still up and their kid's just like walking through like, oh, hey dad, what are you doing? And then I come on. I'm just as big as can be on this 65-inch TV. I don't do it. I you know, I'm not thinking about that. I think about that for not cursing, but I'm not thinking about that for the speed up deface. I'm just saying that could happen. That's all. I have a 4K projector I could hook up. Good lord. Got me on the side of you take that thing outside and put it on the side of a building. BG, you're looking fine on my 65 right now. Nice. All right, anyway though, it's getting to be a little bit late here, guys. So we're gonna have to call it a night. BG, but consider the potato poke in 65-inch glory. Oh goodness. Can we get traumatized? Yeah, for sure. Anyway, though, for real, it is starting to get a little bit late. So, on that note, shout out to Jacob Hall for being tonight's biggest D. Jacob, appreciate it, man. And thank you to everyone else. Appreciate the love and support as always, guys. I will be back tomorrow, normal time. No day stream. And yeah, hope you all have a great rest of the night. See you guys tomorrow. Night, everybody. PG, you should start hoarding 6-star shards like you used to. Good night. I'm probably going to hoard them a little bit, at least until iBomb gets added now at this point. But okay, good night.